If you're ever bloated or your digestive system feels off or you feel uncomfortable, it may have something to do with IBS. So we're talking all about IBS awareness today with naturopathic Dr. Joyce Johnson. It's great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me. I think it's so important that we talk about this because people with IBS tend to really be overwhelmed by anything related to their diet, right? It can be a fearful situation for a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. So the diet that we're kind of focusing on today is called the FODMAP diet. So first, I kind of want you to just explain exactly what that is and how it can help people who experience IBS symptoms.
Okay, so FODMAP is an acronym, FODMAP. You can find lots of information on social media, on every sort of platform, on the internet as well. It stands for fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. And you don't have to know that. These represent really small carbohydrates that for the normal person eating them in your diet, they go through you, you're able to digest it, no problem. For people with IBS, what happens is in their small intestine, they begin to be fermented by the bacteria that are residing in there, and that is going to create a lot of problems. So you have difficulty absorbing them and digesting them. You get all of this gas produced, and then the end result is different sort of IBS symptoms. So it could be stomach cramps and gas and constipation, diarrhea, so the whole sort of shebang.
So this can range for different symptoms, a lot of different people. So let's check out the FODMAP diet and see what you can do to kind of control those symptoms.
Okay, so first thing is that you don't want to over limit your foods because there are some ways that you can still have dairy. Dairy tends to be high FODMAP. If you go lactose free, that's low FODMAP. You can also choose almond milk as an alternative. When it comes to bread, a low FODMAP bread would be authentically cooked sourdough bread. When it comes to cheeses, you can have low FODMAP cheeses like brie. I have feta. Aged hard cheddars are also lower FODMAP. You can still have rice, quinoa. So there are still options. It doesn't have to be something that is super strict, very limiting, and you're not going to be able to sort of enjoy your diet anymore.
Yeah, I love that you're showing this too with milk, bread, and cheese because those are three things that I think a lot of people love, and these are still such great options. Personally, I'd probably choose sourdough bread over other bread anyway because it's delicious.
And I really like it too because it tends to be lower in sugar.
Okay, let's also talk about fiber and the importance of that.
Yeah, fiber is extremely important. So you want to make sure that as someone with IBS, you tend to veer away from fiber. You don't want things that are really high in fiber because it tends to be higher in FODMAP, right? So without you even knowing that that's exacerbating your symptoms. So these are some fruits and veggies. I have some lentils here as well. These are all low FODMAP foods that you can choose. So you're getting all that fiber in that's necessary for gut health, but also they're low FODMAP, so you're not going to have a lot of the negative side effects. And if you are trying to get extra fiber, you want to choose a fiber that is low FODMAP. So you can find fibers on the market that say low FODMAP.
Wow, so it's really even marketed out there for this specific diet.
Yes, it's really, really big.
Okay, you brought up gut health. I think this is something that's so important as well for anyone in any type of diet, but especially for someone who is experiencing IBS symptoms.
Absolutely. So you want to take care of your gut. You want to make sure that you are getting probiotics, get those good healthy bacteria in your gut. You can get natural probiotics from foods that are fermented. So I just have some pickles, we have some sauerkraut, red beets, any sort of pickled vegetable. You're going to have that opportunity to sort of enhance your gut health while also being low FODMAP. And again, the alternative is to take a probiotic in a supplement form.
How important would you say it is for people to be taking like probiotics, prebiotics as well?
Well, I think it's really important because when you're under a lot of stress, stress can alter sort of the bacterial environment. So your microbiome, that can all be altered when you're under stress, when you're have environmental toxins. There's a lot of things, your diet, if you're drinking too much, you smoke, like there's a lot of things in our lives that really influence that gut bacteria, and that gut bacteria dictates our health.
Yeah, it's all connected.
It is all connected.
Okay, you've also got some herbs down here. Tell me about this.
Okay, so sometimes people feel when you're on the low FODMAP diet, how am I going to get some good flavors in here? Because they are told no onions and no garlic, because those are high FODMAP. So I just brought along some fresh herbs, really great way that you can flavor all of your meals. You're going to get, you know, add a little bit of salt and pepper too. I did bring out some garlic because you can saute garlic, so saute chunks of garlic in oil before you cook. Take those chunks out, and then you can still cook with that oil that's been infused with garlic and while remaining low FODMAP. And then lastly, when it comes to broth, often you're buying store-bought broths that are made with ingredients that are high FODMAP. So I encourage you to sort of make your own. Use carrots, parsnips, these types of things, and make your own at home.
Okay, there's plenty of options. There is a way to adjust your diet.
Absolutely.
And to make yourself feel better as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, Joyce, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.